This week we're gonna get inspired by Spanish painter Joan Miro and his magical creatures. This one is called The Smile of the Flamboyant Wings. Look at this dream-like creature. The next one is one of my favorites. It's called the Singing Fish. Can you spot the fish? Can you tell that it's singing?
Right there on top of the moon, you can sit and do nothing. I wish we
For this project, you will need your sketchbook, a pencil, an eraser, a Sharpie, or if you don't have a Sharpie, a black oil pastel, colorful markers for coloring the background, or watercolors, your choice. Let's get started. Joan Miro was a surrealist painter. He got inspired by dreams, and he would have fun drawing dreamlike creatures like the singing fish. Let's get inspired by his work and create our own dreamlike creature using lines and shapes. It does not have to be an animal. It could just be your own dreamlike creature. We're going to draw his famous stars and shapes. Let's get started. So we're going to start by drawing the eyes of our creature. So let's draw a circle. And now let's draw the body. Your creature does not have to look like my creature. Your creature could look different. Let's give it some funny legs. And some squiggly arms. And a smile. Now for my background. So remember, the background's what's behind your creature. So let's draw a moon, crescent moon, and his famous stars. He would draw stars like this, using lines. Sometimes you would draw other shapes in the background, like this. Okay, now it's time to color our picture. Now, you can use a Sharpie. If you're using a Sharpie, make sure that you have your parents' permission, because this is a permanent marker. It won't come off out of your clothes. Or if you get it on the table, it's gonna be very hard to wipe off. So make sure you ask your parents' permission if you're using a Sharpie. If you don't have a Sharpie, you can use a black oil pastel. If you do not have a black oil pastel, you can use a black crayon or a black color pencil. So we're gonna use the black to trace everything. Have fun with this creature. Remember, it does not have to be real. This is dreamlike. This is a dream creature. Use your imagination to create something unique. Okay, now that we finished tracing, let's color our background. Okay, you can either use markers or watercolors. We're going to be using the primary and the secondary colors. The primary colors are yellow, red, and blue. There are 3 primary colors. And then we are going to use secondary colors, which are green, orange, and purple. 3 secondary colors. Let's color our background. We can use the primary colors. The primary colors are yellow, red, blue, and secondary colors green, orange, and purple to color our picture. So let's get started. You can either use the markers or your watercolors. But remember, use these colors that you have here. Just like Joan Miro. Okay, I'm going to be using my watercolors. If you're using watercolors, get your paintbrush and a little bit of water and put a little bit of water on the colors that you're going to be using. So Joan Miro would use the primary and the secondary color. So I'm going to use purple. Purple is a secondary color. I'm going to use purple for our creature here. And I'm going to paint. I'm using purple watercolor for my creature. Dip your paintbrush in your watercolor and paint. Remember to clean your brush every time you switch colors. We're using the primary and the secondary colors. So for my next color, I'm going to be choosing blue. You do not have to use watercolors, you can just use your markers. I like using watercolors. And I'm gonna get inspired by the singing fish and create like a little splatter in here. Remember, if you're doing a splatter painting, make sure that you are in a space where you can clean up, okay? To create a splatter, you're gonna need your pencil and your paintbrush. And let's choose a color. I'm going to choose this blue turquoise that we have here. Get your paintbrush with a little bit of watercolor and just tap on your pencil like this. Get a little bit of water and just tap on your pencil. Okay, I'm done with my splatter. You don't want to overdo it with your splatter. All right, now I'm going to choose yellow for the moon. And I'm going to color these pattern using the markers. So I'm going to put my watercolors to the side and I'm going to use the markers. Remember to close your markers, make sure they click. add more color on the background with your markers. You can also add more color with your watercolors. Like the little spots that he did. There, our artwork is finished. Our artwork is finished. I hope you enjoy this magical Joan Miro inspired artwork and have fun with your magical creature. Our artwork is finally finished, so make sure that you submit your artwork on Schoology. I hope you enjoy the magical world of Joan Miro. Have fun!